Hello there. Today I'm going to give you an update. Today is September the 21st, and I've been cold calling for the past few weeks. I need to still sign my first client. It's not that easy as I have imagined. Yeah, like when you're faced with reality and how brutal it is to sign your first client, like you need momentum to keep going with that, like I would say to get your first client is probably the hardest part, but afterwards it gets much easier. Yeah, so I've been cold calling. It's going to be upfront. I need to cold call more, but I decided to not just cold call. I decided to put some money into software to do SMS cold outreach, like in an automated way, like mass SMS outreach, where I don't have to do that manually. And then when someone is like a lead is hot or whatever, I can call them directly. It's much better than just straight up cold calling. So I'll be doing that probably. So today is Sunday. I'm setting this up. I'm just waiting for the A2P approval. Probably, I don't know how long that should take, but probably just a couple of days. And then I'll start off with SMS, cold SMS automation, while still cold calling. Like that's just the hardest part. Like the fulfillment part it's much easier, in comparison. Yeah, that's just the hardest part. And honestly, like I don't have any other option but to keep going with this. Like literally, I've sacrificed almost everything for this. Last week I've had my exam in my apprenticeship. It was pretty bad, honestly. Like I didn't learn, I didn't study for it. It was pretty bad. So I don't know how that will go. Like maybe if I fail it, there's a possibility that I just drop off the apprenticeship and just quit. I don't know. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French, but I really don't give a fuck. Like I've sacrificed so much. I've dropped out of university twice. I'm living alone. That's an advantage, by the way. But like I'm completely by myself, so I literally have nothing to lose. Like I'm gonna just keep going all in and make this work. Like there's no reason in this world that this shouldn't work for me. This can't work for me. There's no like a law of physics or whatever that hinders me or keeps me away from achieving this. So I'm just gonna keep going and pull this off. It's just a service, and I'm turning it into a business. It's a service-based business. I'm going, just to give you some context, I'm working with home remodeling companies in the US, and I'm just gonna offer them marketing and sales to bring them more projects. Basically, it's not rocket science. All home remodeling companies need more projects, so yeah, I'm solving that problem, and eventually something will click. Like I'm gonna keep doing the reps, I'm gonna keep improving, keep putting the volume, and keep iterating, not just like putting more volume and putting more effort, but like analyzing and improving along the way until something clicks. And when that happens, I can imagine that scaling would happen much faster. Yeah, just gonna keep going. Keep putting the effort, because honestly, I have no other choice. I have no other choice but to pull this off. I've sacrificed everything, and at this point, like I'm still in an advantage. You know, I'm living alone. I'm surviving. Like if I quit the apprenticeship, I can like work part time as a delivery guy for like 2 or 3 days per week, and the rest of the week, or basically the rest of the time, I can just be working um, on my business. So yeah, I think I'm like it might look like, and someone in my position might feel in a disadvantage, maybe for multiple reasons, but I really look at it as like, hey, I've sacrificed everything. I have no plan B but to pull this off. Otherwise, like I'm okay with this choice. Otherwise, I can like just keep working as a delivery guy or at Starbucks or whatever. Like I'm okay with this risk. I'm literally 23. Like I have all these years ahead of me to keep going all in. I don't care if this takes me a few years or even maybe 10 years. I really don't care. Yeah, that's just the update for today. I'm gonna head to train. I'm gonna do some calisthenics and then get back to work. So today is Sunday. I can't do outreach, so I'll be just working on the stuff maybe on the fulfillment process, like figuring some things out. Maybe learning some stuff about automation. I'm learning a lot about automation and AI, and yeah, just gotta keep trying, keep going. I keep putting a foot in front of the other. There's no other option. Yeah, and hopefully the A2P 10 DLC gets approved, so I can get started with the SMS automation, like cold SMS outreach. And about that as well, like I just got so immune to problems that I just don't even consider them as don't see them as problems anymore. So like this month, I can't really pay for software because this month in September I got 3 unexpected bills, or technically 2 unexpected bills, but the third one I just forgot about. So I got like 210 euros for that's very random, just for like paying for heat for the past year, like for heat and maybe also water. That was like literally unexpected. And also I got 75 euros for electricity, and also 50 euros, which occurs every 3 months for just radio. That's a normal thing in Germany. You pay, it's literally just a tax. It's a very stupid tax that no one wants to pay, but you just gotta pay it in Germany. It's for radio. It's like 18 euros per month or so. So it's like for the past 3 months, I paid over 50 euros for that. Basically, I got all these bills this month, and that hurt me a lot because I literally just had like just over 1,000 euros in my account. And above that, paying for software, I have to pay like $97 plus like survival, like paying for rent, paying for all other miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, that shit hurt my account a lot. And I'm considering, like as I told you, like I signed up for the software. Luckily, there's like a 30-day trial to use the program without paying for it. So like I registered last week, so I got like 30 days left, and until then I'll get paid by the end of this month. So hopefully everything will be good and I won't get any unexpected bills anymore, hopefully. But yeah, I'll be just starting to pay $97 per month for the software. And if that helps me, like if that saves me some time from doing more cold calls, I'll be still doing cold calls until I figure this outreach method out, until I figured out like how to do the cold SMS automation properly. Until then, I'll keep doing the cold calling. It's because it's such a humbling experience, and you just like you get instant feedback on what you're saying. Like you can try to say something. If it works out, like you can use it immediately on the next call. You know. So until now, I only managed to get on one meeting with like one contractor or a home remodeler, as what they're called, and he just didn't have the budget. He was like very, like, he wasn't really qualified financially, even though like I'm charging peanuts for it because I need testimonials to improve and all that. Like I'm not charging that much at all. I'm just basically want to have them pay for software, and that's it. And yeah, I still didn't manage to sign them up. But yeah, that's it. That's the update. I'll wait a couple more days to start with the SMS automation, SMS cold outreach, cold automation, whatever you want to call it. And until then, I'm just gonna keep cold calling, keep improving. Like I'm working, with the apprenticeship. I'm working like I do have 5 to 6 hours every single workday to work on the business, which I consider really good. And on weekends I got like, yeah, basically the whole day, you can say. So yeah, in terms of like having time, you can argue that I have more than plenty like of time to work on the business and to grow it. But the thing is, with the apprenticeship, I gotta study for the exams, which is not that easy. It's all in German, and like the test that I did last week, yeah, that shit was not easy. But yeah, no one cares about that. I just have to work on my business because that's the valuable thing. Other than that, if I do the apprenticeship, let's say I do the apprenticeship and I do great in it and I graduate from it, I do the exams, I pass them, I'm the perfect candidate, I'm the perfect apprentice, and I finish with it, and then what happens is I just end up in a cubicle office working from 9 to 5, hating my fucking life, getting orders from a boss. With all due respect to everyone who spends 40 years doing that, but I would rather die. And I'm being dead serious here. I would rather die than spend 40 years of my life doing that. Now, that's speaking for my situation. In other situations, I might say something differently. Like if someone has kids or has responsibilities or whatever, that's another topic. Like taking risk. But in my situation, I can take the most amount of risk and just be fine with it. Like no one cares. I'm 23. I can be living on the streets. No one really cares. I can take the biggest risk right now. I have the biggest advantage at this age in my situation, my circumstance. I can take the biggest risk, and also I don't really give a fuck of what people think of me or think about me. I'm just gonna take the risk, do whatever I can, and see what happens. Yeah, so to everyone, basically, I know I'm not in the best position to give this advice right now, but I'm sure I'll be in a much better position very soon. But I just want to say, if you're young, if you're basically under 30, maybe also under 35, if you're like single, living alone, you don't have any responsibilities, you don't have a wife, or partner, if you're a girl watching, if you have like a family or kids have to feed, just take the biggest risk. Just take the biggest risk and just see what happens. Because the worst case scenario, if you quit your job and you end up regretting that and you want your job back, they're gonna take you back. You can always get back to your job. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna start my workout, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next update. Peace.